Today's horoscope from Astro Academy, Aries, April 28, 2022. Expect to receive word from people you haven't heard from in some time. Today's mail could be full to the brim with cards and letters. Why not make yourself a cup of tea and savor each and every correspondence? You could wind up feeling nostalgic for the good old days, when life seemed simpler and more of your friends were nearby. Pick up the phone and give one of those old friends a call. She'd be delighted to hear from you. Sometimes you can be very set in the way you look at something. You tend to form an opinion quickly, and once you've made up your mind, nothing can convince you otherwise. Today you might want to reconsider a judgment that you have made. More information and insight could be coming to light. Perhaps this involves a loved one. You might have greater understanding about their motivations and feelings. This can help you to declare a truce today. Today, you'll probably find that you have a ton of energy at your disposal for getting into all kinds of activities. Finish any work that still needs to be completed, consider doing some cleaning and organizing, or see about getting out for a little outdoor fun. Whatever you choose, try to make sure it's active. You'll need a place for all that energy to go, and quiet sit-down activities will not cut it for you. Heightened imagination and ingenuity could bring new thoughts for advancing yourself in the financial arena. Practical information from outside sources, such as newspapers or magazines, merges with insights from within to bring useful ideas your way. Consider everything carefully before taking any action, and be open to the advice and counsel of others. In whatever you choose to do, however, today shows promise of being very successful and fortunate. Relations with friends and family are very positive. The atmosphere is full of openness and a zest for life. It's time to share your good mood with as many people as possible. Use the leisure facilities in your neighborhood and meet up with friends. Having fun together bonds your friendships even closer. Before you hit the town tonight, spend some companionable, even gushy time with a friend who shares your passions. Things are starting to look good for you in group social settings and just in time for the weekend. You feel content and use any opportunity to get some useful feedback from a partner regarding exactly how they feel about you. Whether you want to enter a long-term relationship or you appreciate life as it is, make a decision about the type of person you want to be with, and decide how you feel about them. If you have been considering some plans which require the cooperation of a group, this is the right time to set things in motion. Now you are powerful enough to take on this sort of project. For quite a while now, you have been aware of a surge of energy inside which demands an outlet. Today brings a great opportunity to express it. This will definitely be an important day in terms of your relationships. Others will have a lot of influence over you today, and you will be dependent on someone or a situation. But don't let this frighten you, because you can take advantage of this to advance your projects with other people, to collaborate with your partners more closely and exchange points of view and ideas. This hold on you by others is in no way detrimental to your personal happiness, so don't worry. You could be surprised at how well people around you are getting along today. After some recent arguments or differences of opinion, peace should now prevail. Your friends may have put an end to their fighting and declared a truce. Meanwhile, things could be more harmonious within your family. Your kids may have grown tired of their games of tug-of-war. Enjoy the quiet and harmony of the day. The moon returns for its ordinary monthly visit to Aries today, but with extraordinary timing. On the one hand, this is a chance to tie up the loose ends from your birthday month that ended last week, while on the other hand, this is a chance to prepare for the explosion of new potential that will open up in May. The moon brings a chance to check in as you begin to transition from what until now has been a typical year and onto something much different when Jupiter, the planet of luck and expansion, returns in 13 days. While a sense of romantic nostalgia will remain until Venus, the planet of love, leaves a nostalgic part of your chart early next week. As the moon leaves and returns to Aries, a sense of anticipation is set to rise. This is the point when the past, present and future will start to merge, as your heart looks to the past but also to the future as well. Our eyes in the sky. The universe has surprises in store for us all this morning as the Piscis moon shares a positive aspect to wildcard Uranus. Look for small blessings, magical moments, and unexpected opportunities for financial gain right now, though there's no telling how big or small these payouts will be. In honor of these vibes, you might want to do something nice for someone you care about to help propel the thrill of this cosmic climate. While things could be delightfully unpredictable early on, you'll want to stay grounded by focusing on small tasks and duties throughout the remainder of the day. Communicative Mercury and expansive Jupiter face off in the sky tonight, which could cause you to feel overwhelmed or as though too many people are vying for your attention. The prospect of change and the work that goes with it could also feel like a daunting challenge to take on, which is exactly why breaking things into smaller, more digestible steps should be a priority. It's also important to remember that it's okay to step back from your responsibilities for a bit, especially if you're feeling highly stressed or tightly wound. Overnight, the moon forms an opposition to hazy Neptune, which could leave you feeling disconnected or worn down from the day's hectic energy. Use this time to decompress, and try not to have unreasonable expectations for yourself or those around you. In the late morning, the Piscis moon forms a trine to Uranus in Taurus, helping us to create order out of chaos. Emotional territory is rarely ever streamlined to a point of complete confidence, and the Virgo moon tends to see us waxing critical, overly judgmental of our own flaws or others' actions. Uranus in trine helps us to lighten up. At this juncture, we perceive that life is full of unpredictable twists and turns. What matters isn't how well we anticipate the unexpected, but how we rise to those occasions with a willingness to do what must be done. In this way, there is less pressure to be perfect and more of a willingness to go with the flow and see to matters as they arise. This is a great occasion to break away from habitual and debilitating performance anxiety. In the late afternoon, Mercury in Leo opposes Jupiter in Aquarius, inclining us to bite off more than we can chew. This transit stimulates optimism and confidence in our abilities, a great relief if we have been feeling down on our luck. However, we might swing too far in the opposite direction, talking ourselves up and agreeing to handle tasks that are bound to leave us stretched thin. We might take on projects that require skills we don't have, or knowledge that we don't have a strong background in, under the guise that we can fake it until we make it, subsequently discovering that the skill set isn't actually fakeable. If we restrict our activities to social calls or low-pressure meetups with friends, we might be better off. Those who know us best will pass less judgment on our bluster, or be less annoyed if we later renege on something we promised in the excitement of the moment.